All right, so welcome back here on Prime Morning. We're still right here, and I told you there are bigger conversations coming up. You want to stay tuned for that. But right now, there's something I need to share with you, and it's the Impact Makers Awards, and it's put together by joyNews. The joyNews Impact Makers Award is a social project that is actually aimed at recognizing and celebrating ordinary people doing extraordinary things in society. It could be any sector. But to help us understand this better, I've got in the studio one of our very own intheir is here with us, and well, for those of you out there who probably have heard the jingle played on Joy FM, joyNews, and all of that, I'm sure you have some idea what exactly they seek to achieve. But let's find out some more. I'm excited about this. I mean, really, there are a lot of people doing extraordinary things in society. Sometimes people look at people, they say, "Oh, I think you're my role model," and all of that. But I've not seen a TV radio station saying that, you know what, we make the changes in society by virtue of using our voices. Now we want you to tell us who is doing what, that you need that person to be, recognized. And this is a good one. Yes. What birthed this?
Just as you said, that's the motivation. A number of times we go out as journalists and we come out with stories telling people who is doing this and that, which is so extraordinary, and it is impacting lives. We say that we want to go a notch higher. We do not want to leave it at the news stage. That is where we come to do a 2-minute or a 5-minute story. We play it, then everybody looks at it, we clap,
that's a good
and then
one.
we are sharing. No, we are saying it is not enough. We want to give these individuals bigger platforms. We want to sell them to corporate Ghana. We want people to know that, no, it is not enough to say in 2 minutes that this is what he's doing. What can we do to encourage this individual to be able to do more? There's this lady I met in Nima. She actually takes care of children of porters. You know, these girls in Accra Central who help people carry
and all that.
Yes. So before they will go to Accra Central to do their business for the day, they will come to this woman and leave their children. And some of these children, you can imagine the state in which they are in. Even what to eat, what to wear is a problem. But this is an educationist, and she thinks that no child should be denied this fundamental right just because of the situation or the standard of living of the parents. So whatever it is, you don't think about it, just bring the child to me. Forget about what the child will eat. Forget about what they will wear. Just make sure that you let me have the child. Go and do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, come and pick your child. I mean, yes, how many people would do this? And you and I know how much it costs in a day, even an hour, to take care of you. And it's
people
not
are
just
paying how much for nannies.
Exactly. Even the space. You are talking about the space, not to talk about what they will eat for breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Even the care and love.
Exactly. It's not everyone who has that patience. We are saying how many of such people are in your community which have not gotten the needed recognition. Just let us know. This time around, we are giving you the option to nominate who you think deserves to be awarded the joyNews Impact Maker of the Year. We do not want to be the ones telling you, because you live in the community with such people and you know them. All you need to do, we have advertised an email. impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. Send in your nominations. The moment you do it, you receive a form, a Google form, which will allow you to fill in the details of the individual you are nominating. It will come to us. When you submit it, it will come to us. Then we will take a look at it and then weigh it against all the other nominations we are receiving. There's going to be a team of judges, who will be looking at all the nominations that have come in. And then they will sift through and say that this and this deserves the joyNews Impact Maker Awards, Person of the Year. Beside that, we'll be awarding several others, at least not less than 10 people who are also doing same in various areas. It's not restricted. It could be in agric, it could be in education, it could be in science, social, anything you can think of. As far as what the individual is doing is changing lives. It's making a difference. It's making living better wherever the person is. We say that, just let us know. We will celebrate such a person. And
I'm sure somebody watching right now has about 5-10 people in mind and is going like, okay, I'm going to nominate all of them.
I know, right? It's very tempting.
Is that possible?
It's very tempting. Okay, so as much as possible, we want to have a fair representation of the country across board. And so if you do too many nominations, you might deny others the opportunity.
Yeah.
And there's also the tendency of us missing who deserves the Impact Maker Awards. Then somebody can choose to nominate one person 10 times. Exactly. I mean, that's not fair.
Yeah.
And so as much as possible, we are encouraging everyone to do just one nomination. Just one. You can have several of them, but among the 5 people
there's
you have, there's one person where you think that tops it all. Let us know about this individual, and then we will look at it and and I'm sure you'll be glad. Who knows? You may never know. Yeah. Your nominee could be the Impact Maker of the Year.
Okay, so the award itself is happening this year.
Yes, it's this year. So the awards event is in April.
Okay.
So this window between now and the second week of March, we are closing nominations.
Okay.
So as soon as possible, we are encouraging you to file in your nomination. Don't delay. Just file it. Yes. Impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. Impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. Don't delay, as soon as possible. Please, let's know.
So I'm sure we've got some prize packages as well.
Exactly,
nice.
Exactly.
We deserve
KMJ. I know the applause you get when you are walking on the street. I feel like, oh, I saw you on TV. Oh, I know you, right? Well, that's interesting. But beyond that, like I said, we want to introduce you to Corporates Ghana.
Great.
Imagine someone doing something in the area of energy, electricity supply, water supply. It's interesting. Who doesn't need electricity or water in his or her home?
Absolutely.
We want to celebrate those ingenuity. As long as Corporate Ghana comes along, you can imagine the mileage you're going to get and kind of support. We are unable to quantify all of these supports. So I may not be specific in terms of the package, but then it's a lot. It's a lot. And I was teasing you earlier. Imagine me, maybe a small person in that my corner. Today you are putting me on Joy Prime. And everybody says, oh, I've seen you. And it goes international. You know, it's everywhere. You get people reaching out from every corner of the world, wanting to help, wanting to know more about your invention, your technology. How can we tap in? How can we make it better? It's all geared towards making life better, and we want to encourage more of such.
Great stuff. All right, so that's the joyNews Impact Makers Award. And this year it's happening. I'm sure by now you're looking forward to getting the email. We've said that already. It's impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. You can go ahead and nominate that person. Now, we look forward to this. This is a great initiative. Congratulations to you
Thank you very
and the team
much
for this one. And we're hoping that, at the end of the day, we get to all celebrate all these amazing people.
Thank you.
That day. All right. Thank you so much. That's MFA coming through and giving us updates on what the joyNews Impact Makers Awards is all about. I'm sure you want to make that person, special person in your community, win it. So please go ahead. Once again, it's impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com.